I was just going to a shopping centre with my friends on the weekend. I was 12 years old at this time. And I was approached by a group of young boys. Started talking to them, struck up a friendship, and they slowly just started to introduce older and older people to me. And that's how it first started. They were from good families, like they were nice boys, they were well dressed, they were well spoken. They'd buy me a McDonald's, a Happy Meal, and then as they started to introduce older people, we'd go in the cars and we'd listen to music and we'd just park up and we'd have a chat and we'd laugh. They slowly started to introduce alcohol and soft drugs as part of my grooming.
And was there one particular ringleader that you became involved in?
Yeah, I became singled out in many ways by one of them. We'd become friends. I'd spend all my time with him. If something was wrong in my life, he would put it right. He was sort of a knight in shining armour. He was perfect. And he was the first one who actually started to sexually exploit me. We was just hanging around in the bus station and they started to touch me up, my main perpetrator and another member of the group. And initially I felt uncomfortable because obviously I'd never had a boyfriend or anything like that. I was still a child. Next thing I knew, it was actually on top of me, raping me, and I was being pinned down by other men. And that was when that was my first encounter of sexual assault. From then, I went into sexual exploitation really without even knowing it, because in a way that was sort of like I'd been broken in. And I used to have to sleep with whoever wanted to sleep with me. And I had no one to run to or turn to, you know. My parents became aware of what was happening and they was banging on every door possible. No one would help them. It was seen as I was making a choice, and actually I'd had all my choices removed from me. You know, I was a child, and adult men who were dangerous and who were criminals were controlling me.
So were your perpetrators ever brought to justice?
No. I had a really bad experience with the police. They treated me like I was a naughty child. I was the problem. And basically I just need to sort myself out, and if I sort myself out, all these problems will just go away. They treated me as though I was a liar. And I've got my video interviews, what I did back then, and I was a child. I was 13 years old on one and I was 14 years old on the other, and I was sat describing being sexually assaulted and sold on my video interviews, and they were interrogating me more than they would if I would have been a criminal and actually committed a crime and I was an abused child. And it's actually, it's disgusting to watch. I'd saved all my clothes that I'd been sexually assaulted in, and you could quite clearly see I'd been sexually assaulted in these clothes. I gave them as evidence and they actually lost them. So there was no evidence, it was my word against theirs. And I wasn't what the police call a reliable witness. You know, I wouldn't do very well in court because I could be aggressive and I wasn't always helpful. So basically there was no chance of a conviction.
Are you still hopeful that you will get justice, that your perpetrators will be sentenced and jailed?
Yeah, I am. And not just, I don't think so much for what they've done to me, but just for the simple reason I feel that these people shouldn't be out on the streets. They're a danger to the public, and while ever they're walking about, people aren't safe.